Hi, I'm Polly the Supply Elf.
And I'm David the Demand Elf.
Supply is the quantity of a good which is sold at a given price. Because producers are happier to sell at higher prices, quantity will increase with price. Hence, the law of supply is when the price of a good increases, the quantity supplied will also increase. As this is a positive relationship between P and Q, the supply curve will have a positive gradient within given limits. The supply curve is usually a curve because few relationships are simply linear. One example of a possible supply function would be P equals 2Q squared plus 4. A graph of this function would look like this.
Demand is the quantity of a good consumers are willing to purchase at a given price. Because consumers will buy more goods when they are cheaper, quantity will decrease as price increases. Hence, the law of demand is, when the price of a good increases, the quantity demanded will decrease. This relationship is negative. Therefore, the demand curve will have a negative gradient within the given limits. Whee! As with supply, the demand function is usually a curve. One possible demand function would be P equals 20 minus Q squared. A graph of this function would look like this.
The point where supply is equal to demand is called equilibrium.
At this point, the market clears. All goods produced are sold, and no consumer is left wanting.
We can either find the equilibrium algebraically or graphically, i.e. find the intersection between both functions on a graph.
Using our two examples, supply equals 2Q squared plus 4 and demand equals 20 minus Q squared. The graph shows equilibrium at the point Q equals square root of 16 over 3, P equals 44 over 3. This means that when the price is 44 over 3, the quantity produced is equal to the quantity demanded, and the market clears.
Algebraically, we equate the two functions. This will find Q where the two functions intersect. In this example, we add Q squared to both sides and subtract 4, giving 3Q squared equals 16. Dividing by 3 and taking the square root shows that Q is equal to the square root of 16 over 3, which is equal to 2.31. Substituting in shows P is equal to 14.33. As it is not always possible to be as accurate with graphs, particularly sketch graphs, it's important to be able to find the answer algebraically as well.
Here are a few examples to try yourselves.